Couples ask me all the time, what's the real purpose of marriage? And I was once at a lecture, and I asked the same question to the couples that were there. What do you think is the reason to get married? One person got up and said the reason to get married is for financial reasons. If you marry somebody who has a good profession, they're a doctor, they're a lawyer, they're an accountant, they're a successful business person, you're going to be happy. The next person got up and said the reason to get married is to have children. The third person got up and said the reason to get married is to spend a lot of time having fun together, traveling, seeing movies, and so on. And I thought a lot about that. I wanted to find a deeper reason. And I realized the Torah itself tells us the real purpose of marriage. Where do we see this? Just after the beginning of creation, Adam wanted to get married. And the Torah teaches a tremendous lesson. It says, Al kin yazov ish es imo v'aviv. When a person wants to get married, they have to leave their father and mother. V'davek v'ishtoi. They have to cleave in their wife. V'hayu lebasar echad. And they become one flesh. What does one flesh mean? Rashi tells us it's not really you become physically one, because you don't. You become one when you have a child, says Rashi. You share your genetic material, we know this in science today, with your spouse, and together you form one flesh. But psychologically, we know today there's something called attachment. There's a brilliant theory called attachment theory, which is helping so many marriage therapists help so many couples today by focusing on what's really important, the essence of attachment. What is attachment telling us? Attachment is telling us that the most important thing in marriage is this close and an everlasting bond that you develop with another person. And if you do that effectively, if you focus on your attachment with one another, you're going to experience a lifetime of happiness with one another. How does this attachment really work? The Zohar tells us an amazing thing. It says that a wife and her husband are really one soul. And before they were born, that one soul is broken up into two different parts, and each part went into a male and one went into a female, and they spent their lifetime getting ready to get married, and they actually sought out each other, and they got married to that one part, that other half of themselves. They found themselves in the other person. That is the essence of attachment. When you get involved in a healthy, Jewish, and loving relationship, you're actually re-meeting a part of yourself that got lost for so many years. And just think about all the things you do for yourself. You take care of the food you need, you take care of the vacations you want to go on, you take care of your basic needs, you very rarely deny yourself of what you need. If you do that with your spouse, you're going to be very successful. Think about what they need. Think about the things they like. And avoid the things they dislike. If you view the person as the other half of yourself and work towards your attachment with the other person, then you're going to feel a very deep sense of closeness, of warmth, and love. However, if you focus on those things, those external things, even I would say having children, making money, going on trips together, having children is so important, but you have to also focus on your attachment with your spouse. Couples, they get too involved with just taking care of their children and forget themselves, often end up in marriage counseling with me because they forgot about the importance of their attachment. And in those cases, I point them back to what's really important. When it comes to vacations and having money, who knows what Hashem is going to bring? Sometimes you have money, sometimes you lose money. Marriage cannot be based upon those external things. The couples that focus on their attachment, the couples that achieve two things, devekus, cleaving to one another, and becoming one and recognizing that one, that the other person is their other half. They're focusing on attachment. They're focusing on basar echad, and they reap the benefits for many years. When you focus on your oneness with one another, that will bring you the most happiness in your relationship. Welcome to this new series on Hidabrut called Marriage Matters. My name is Rabbi Schonbuch, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist based in New York and around the world via Skype. On this important series, I will be answering your questions you have about marriage, relationships, dating, parenting, and about any issue dealing with family and relationships. But more than what I have to say, I want to hear what you have to say. So please email to this address and send in your questions, and I'll try to answer as many questions on this new show.